Yeah, I got the game all in my hand. Ooh.
Hello, and you are now tuned in to the only universe mode that matters. I am Christian.
And I'm Jesse.
And Jess, here we are coming off of Raw's very own. And honestly, it might be, I think it is the last Raw pay-per-view of the year with Payback. I think those days are over. I think from here on out, it's just joint pay-per-views. Up next, guys, is Rumble. We have a joint pay-per-view in between.
Yeah,
I think that's what we decided on.
Yeah, a small joint pay-per-view, probably 5 matches.
And then Mania. So it is going to be fun to see how this year ends, guys, but we are nearing that ending. My last Raw show, and what a way to end things. I mean, talk about implications, talk about big stakes. We're going to go through, if you guys haven't seen a post-show before, we're just going to go through match by match. We had 5 matches. We're going to talk a little bit about the matches, but more so talk about the outcome, what we thought about everything, and really, where can we go from here? I brainstorm a little bit during these post-shows. I think of ideas. I ask you guys. I'm open to more ideas because, truthfully, I feel like in general, this universe is like collectively built with the fans. It's how we got in here to begin with. If you want to go all the way back to Cyber Sunday, but I'm not here to retrace history. We're here to talk about what just happened, and what just happened was Payback, and we did kick it off with Ricochet. Getting a shot at Karrion Kross's new Internet Championship, Jesse. Karrion Kross, who defeated LA Knight for it recently on a SmackDown. And this was a fun way to kick it off. I had high hopes for Ricochet, and that's what it was. It was just hopes.
Yeah, I mean, he had Karrion Kross in some predicaments where, Ricochet is known for hitting his, quick athletic moves off middle rope to top rope, using his speed to put Karrion Kross in danger. But Karrion Kross, he pretty much dominated thoroughly through this match, as expected. Defended the Internet Championship for the first time for him this season. Looks good with the belt. I
had a moment that I had the opportunity to hit the 630 on you,
and
I hit a signature.
And then I hit my cross jacket, and that was ballgame.
That really was, and the cross jacket continues to be a move that, for whatever reason, it's hard to escape, and it's hard to escape the realm of that cross jacket, and it continues. So
yeah, and I did announce Batista, the Animal, will be next in line.
Is that going to be on your next SmackDown?
Potentially. It'll happen before Rumble. Let's just say that.
Okay, cool. I'm going to announce a few announcements moving forward, but just this match, the next match, was really the intriguing one. So right after the Ricochet and Cross match, we saw Jay find Jimmy Uso laid out. It looked like he was also put through a table. I got to go back and check the footage, but it looked like a table was under him. I don't know if I identified any other weaponry, but I know for a fact it was a table shred that literally Jimmy was clearly put through backstage before the match, right before their entrance, mind you. So audibles for the Bloodline had to be made, and that happened. And we saw the Viking Raiders hopefully try to take the titles off of what was going to be the Usos, but instead we had Umaga take the place of Jimmy Uso, and we saw, honestly, Umaga and Jey Uso pretty much picked it up right where they left off.
Yeah, they looked scary.
And they looked great. They looked like they were communicating well. They had the moment, literally the final moments in the match where everybody was just brawling in the middle of the ring and everybody was there for one another. But Umaga got hit with something or thrown out of the ring, or he rolled out.
Yeah,
Ivar. I believe it was Ivar.
Put
and
Jey
Jey
down.
Uso, he hit him with his pile driver, and that was all she wrote. And the story, the reign of the Bloodline, the reign of the Usos Tag Team Championship has lasted all year. They've been the most dominant tag team.
They went into the season the champions.
Most dominant tag team, not only on Raw, above SmackDown too. They beat the New Day.
Yep.
I think we can say that Usos has been, up to this point, Tag Team of the Year. But maybe that conversation has now changed, because Eric and Ivar have now won 5 straight matches, including the one that put them over the edge today. And they're your new Raw Tag Team Champions. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I really can't.
Can they make it 6 though? And can Jay and Umaga, put another game plan together where they get those titles back?
Jesse, that's my question to you, to myself, and to the fans. Is it going to be Umaga? Is it going to be Jimmy? Who is stepping in for this next match?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We're going to have to obviously hear from Jimmy Uso, who got attacked. And we're just going to have to... We're going to need an update from him I would say, by the Rumble. It's in 2 weeks. The Bloodline want their rematch probably beforehand. Same thing with Roman.
I'll let you know this much, Jesse. In my head, I'm going to have it on one show of just Bloodline gets all their rematches, but maybe it's cool to split them up. I don't even know. I really got to figure out what I'm going to do. They're going to get, both of them going to get the rematches because we got to talk about the co-main event. But we're going to see the Usos or Umaga and Us get their rematch before Royal Rumble. My Royal Rumble match, my card is locked in. Mm-hmm. 2 Rumble matches, and then I get 2 Raw matches, and it's going to be the winner of the next match, which was Rhea Ripley. She'll take on Asuka. Mm-hmm. Xavier Woods will take on the winner of the main event. And yeah, let's talk about this next match, Jesse. It was a Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules match, and we saw Rhea Ripley, who ended up winning, versus Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Dakota Kai. Now, each of these ladies had their
stellar performances. Dakota Kai, Becky, Bianca, and Rhea, they all had their respective dominance in the match, which I love to see in a wrestling match. Make all your superstars look good, especially all these girls. I'm coming from NXT. Triple H obviously loves all these
I thought
ladies.
I was going to not only let Billy, but let everybody down early by Dakota Kai tapping out to Becky Lynch. She had the disarmer on me within the first maybe 5-7 minutes of the match, and I was stuck. I was stuck in the disarmer until I believe it was Rhea Ripley at the time who helped break it up. Mm-hmm. And she put me in it again. And Becky Lynch put a few other ladies in the disarmer. We saw how many KODs hit. Not to mention
at least 4.
Dakota Kai hit a KOD on Bianca. And then Rhea Ripley. I mean, I don't know if we've seen any riptides, but she ended up submitting Becky Lynch in the middle of the ring when you and I were both on the outside stunned. Rhea Ripley submitting Becky to win the match, and she moves on. She might have not been ready for Asuka the first go round, but you have to ask the question, is she ready for Asuka at Royal Rumble? It's going to be an interesting match. I do want to give it a stipulation. We tossed it in the air about a submission match.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool.
I kind of like it.
We've seen last Women's Standing Iron Man match, I think, would be out of the realm because the Rumbles are going to be at least 40 minutes long, respectively.
I can't wait for our Rumbles.
Yeah, the Rumbles are going to be great. But more importantly, Rhea Ripley gets another opportunity at Gold. Can Asuka defend that championship for the first time against Rhea? We're just going to have to wait and see until the Royal Rumble. Stipulation to be announced. But I'm excited to see Rhea Ripley get another opportunity. Would have been cool to see Dakota Kai get that opportunity, or a Bianca Belair, or a Becky Lynch. All I know is I hope we see all of those women.
We will.
At Rumble.
Not a question. Yeah. We will.
Because we're seeing Rhea and Asuka.
Absolutely.
I hope to see Bianca, Dakota, and Becky Lynch in the Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, well, we'll see them all. You don't have to worry about that, Jesse. What does have to be a worrisome issue in the locker room nowadays was the co-main event, Jesse. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. And leading up to this match, John Cena was pitiful all year, 2-6 at the point before he won the 8-man match. He wins an 8-man elimination match, which included Ricochet. Ricochet was the second to last superstar. And he wins that, 3-6. He then has Uso next week, Jimmy Uso. He wins that, 4-6. Now he has Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental Championship, a championship he has never held. And he stares down the tribal chief, the leader of the bloodline, the big dog, Roman Reigns. And Jess, I'm, Raw's GM. I'm Raw's everything as far as, the mind of it. As an outsider, what did you think of this match? The story.
Main event worthy. Could have been at WrestleMania. Could have been at Royal Rumble. But like John Cena, Roman Reigns, it's just the main event worthy match. Could have been the main event of this pay-per-view. The stories intertwined, if that's a word.
It is a word.
I learned something every day. I've heard of that word though, so I didn't learn it. But at the same time, I learned it was officially a word, I guess.
First time using.
But John Cena, his story tonight was, can he finally become a Grand Slam champion? The season he's had of not winning, not looking good against younger talent, got embarrassed by Matt Riddle in all 3 of his matches this season. Really just hasn't gone his way at all. Won that 8-man elimination match, became the #1 contender, and became the new Intercontinental Champion. And his resume just keeps getting deeper. It's like that's the story that was told in this match with John Cena, but you can't look past Roman Reigns. First time he got pinned in a one-on-one match.
Yes, it is. Thank you for pointing that out. Actually,
he has gotten embarrassed at Survivor Series along with his cousins and
he tapped
Umaga.
He tapped him outside.
Yeah, I mean Roman Reigns, lost again tonight. Bloodline lost earlier in the match. He had a lot on the line. He's defending his championship. Bloodline getting attacked, losing their titles. Umaga replacing Jimmy. We don't know who attacked him. He was the only one left, and now there's no one left being the champions in the Bloodline. The Bloodline is definitely has a crack in the family. No one's champions. They're not the top attraction on Monday Night Raw anymore. They're not the most dominant faction in WWE anymore. It kind of sucks to see them, I wouldn't say fall from grace because they could become champions next week for all we know with their rematches. But tonight we saw the Bloodline really just become, I wouldn't say an afterthought, but a disappointment.
Jess, we saw Roman Reigns have a lot of anger, a lot of animosity, frustration, just in general backstage. He was upset with Jimmy. He's been upset with the Bloodline's performance as a whole, upset with Naomi.
That too. Yeah, I remember I said that.
Now you have to stare in the mirror a little bit and be upset with yourself. Because
he went out there alone. Because I feel like at the end of the day, Roman Reigns trusted nobody more than himself. And he didn't get the job done. I mean, you lost to a legend in John Cena for the first time in your career. But now you have to live with the fact that not just yourself, you're not a champion. You look at your cousins to your right and left, they don't have gold anymore. Jimmy just got attacked. Naomi, who's in the Bloodline, like you just said, doesn't have a championship, isn't a number one contender right now. The Bloodline is really on its way from falling from grace. And it's crazy to say that because they went into the season champions, dominance, never lost.
And that's the heartbreaking
it's crazy.
Point, Jesse. This is like a team pretty much being undefeated, pretty much being perfect all season, and come playoff time, there's a few injuries happening. They're taking some losses to people you didn't expect. They're hitting some speed bumps they weren't used to in the beginning of the season. But listen, either speed bumps creates monster trucks, or you get wiped out. So we're going to see what happens moving forward on the Bloodline, and best believe we will be finding out on the upcoming Raws. I think the go-home show before Rumble is going to be the night of 3 matches.
Yeah, good. That's a good
the night
Raw.
of championship matches.
That's going to be an impossible show to be on SmackDown, I'll say it right now.
Yeah, well, we'll find out then and there, Jesse, but two big matches like that.
And I'm going to be honest before we move on to the main event and wrap up the video for today on the post-show. Honestly, this was one of my favorite matches of the year.
John Cena and Roman.
I think it delivered perfectly. Bro, 4 attitude adjustments, Roman tapping on the outside.
We didn't talk about some of the spots
the story between the
attitude
both.
adjustment outside the ring through a table. Roman Reigns debuting a pretty much a new move. Superman punch in the corner.
And
Cena
then
duck.
a spear.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, man.
I think the story involved with the match, John Cena not winning, getting that opportunity, becoming champion, and becoming a Grand Slam champion, and everything on the line with Roman.
Thank you.
This is one of my favorite matches and storylines of the season.
Thank you for saying that. And I hope fans feel the same way, because these are things that, as you've seen my mind and my process throughout this whole thing, and these were little things that I was building to. Maybe it wasn't necessarily Cena, but some things is definitely I was building to. And a match is always cool. A match is back and forth, cool. You can have a great match with anybody. We've seen great matches with, LA Knight and Randy Orton. But a match is even more when there's a story behind it. And I feel like every match this episode, this pay-per-view, had stories behind it. Whether it was, Ricky even just, wanting to get payback on everybody for the season he's had. Whether it was, the Usos match itself was big stories involved. That woman match, everybody had, their own stake, their own involvement. This match right here, and then the main event of the evening, Cesaro versus Adam Cole for the WWE Championship. I mean, we were talking about it during the match, the fact that Adam Cole had the most impressive debut ever, the most shocking debut ever, winning the championship on his debut of the season, and it's not like it was the Internet Championship. It's not like the Intercontinental Championship.
It's the main championship of the whole
main
company.
One, and he pinned the champion. Now, could he do it tonight? That's a question that we were asking ourselves, and I spent time debating, was I going to be Cesaro? Was I going to be Adam Cole? Ultimately, I did not regret my choice. I needed to tie the pay-per-view. I was Adam Cole, and we had a hell of a match. I was scared in the beginning. Yeah,
Cesaro, he was looking like what he was before he lost to Goldberg. Yeah. Undefeated, scary, becoming a top contender.
Where was the shift? I low-key think the shift was the last shot on the outside.
On the table? When the time was getting close to the 10 count?
You cleared off the table, and then I hit the running knee.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And then the count, I think, was getting close to the, like...
Because I was then able to, I think, hit you with a Panama Sunrise in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
And you just broke out naturally.
Yes, I still had my resiliency, for some reason.
But then, Jesse, from there... You shook me because I wanted to just put you out, and I thought I did.
Yeah, so did I.
I used 2 more finishers, and all of a sudden a resiliency bloomed.
Yeah, don't get that. Because it's happened before, like recently, with Jimmy Uso and John Cena, where I didn't use my resiliency, didn't use a kick up, and then it just vanishes. But then in a moment like that, where you're like, oh, the match is over, I'm not going to... Adam Cole has hit the Panama Sunrise twice on me, the last shot twice on me. A total of 3 or 4 finishers have been hit on Cesaro. And prior, the resiliency wasn't there. I kicked out somehow, like I always do. And then out of nowhere, I get a resiliency. I mean, I got blessed by the 2K gods, I feel.
After that, you go ahead and you put me through a table. You neutralized me. Thank God you had difficulty getting me into the ring.
I tried to throw you. I hit the steps. And then by the time I got you into the ring, you were... unstunned, I had to hit another neutralizer to, put the match, to
Did you hit me with another one?
No, I don't think I did.
I don't think you did. And if you did, that probably would have put me out.
I'm just glad this match, even though Cesaro didn't get payback, I'm glad this match ended with the finish. And that was my most important thing, that once I got you into the ring and you were unstunned, I wasn't going to just pin you. I was going to hit you with another move, end it the right way. Get payback for Cesaro, but it did not work that way. I got reversed. Adam Cole hit me with the last shot, I believe twice again, and the resiliency was definitely gone by then, and Adam Cole retained his WWE Championship.
Yeah, I'll tell you this much. We will see Cesaro in the Royal Rumble. He deserves that much.
Oh, 100%.
But next up for the shot is Xavier Woods, and he will get that match at Royal Rumble. We'll see Xavier Woods versus Adam Cole. And
it's a fun match.
I'm going to be honest, guys, it might not be, a headliner match on paper, but when it comes to the reality of the situation, the reality of the game, Xavier Woods has been one of the most exciting superstars of this universe.
Oh, for sure.
And then Adam Cole, in the short stint that he's already had, has just he shocked the system. He literally did. He shocked the system of the universe. We barely even have created superstars ever in universe modes, and now a created superstar is the one that's holding my championship. He's the main guy. He is that guy on Monday Night Raw. And I can't wait to see if he can defend at Rumble. Now he's defended it once, so he automatically gets a rematch clause regardless. It's going to be fun, Jesse. It's going to be fun. Rumble is around the corner.
2 weeks.
We'll see when we get there. I'm excited to... Guys, comment down below who you want to win the Rumble. Adam Cole's my champion currently. Randy Orton is his champion currently. Whether they're champions when the Rumble's over, who knows? Is Randy defending?
At Rumble, no.
Is he defending on the pay-per-view after? Or is he not defending until Mania? It's going to be interesting. Or maybe he does it on SmackDown.
He'll definitely either defend on the pay-per-view after Rumble or on a SmackDown. At least 1 or 2 more times, we'll see. Okay. He will not be at Rumble. I already announced the Morgan versus Raquel Gonzalez at Rumble. I do have to announce another match, probably the next SmackDown. It's not going to be Randy Orton, though. It won't be Brock Lesnar either. I mean, Brock Lesnar defends on SmackDowns anyway. So.
Yeah, true that. True that. And I want to see Brock in the Rumble match anyways. So.
Oh, he'll be there.
Yeah, guys, it is going to continue to pick up. And I asked you the question that I don't think I have to ask Jesse anymore. Because I was going to say, what is your match of the night? Are you going to say Roman and John Cena?
Yeah. This was a close second. Even the women's match was a close second.
The thing is, I always put story above it all. So I have to,
that's
I
why
have
I
to
gave
pick
it to
either the
Cena
main event or Roman and Cena. Honestly, both, because I won them, especially both, they sit with me a certain way because I felt like both was uphill battles. I did not feel like I was gonna win the Cena match confidently, and then once the Cole and Cesaro match start, I was nervous, and you started to hit me with the swings. You're gonna make me on. But yeah, for me to say, not gonna lie, dethroning Roman Reigns felt pretty damn good. So
yeah, because I know you wanted to do it with Paul.
Yeah, I did, and I've honestly maybe wanted to dethrone him for a while, just because like maybe I don't like Bloodline being on top simultaneously while they're in top in real life. But you know what?
I mean, they're great.
They're not anymore, Jesse. They are not anymore. Guys, what was your favorite match of the night? What would you rate this out of 10? Leave that to be your own opinion. I know Jesse loved it.
The last three matches were my favorite matches of the night. I'll give Cena and Roman the match of the night. The pay-per-view was one of your best exclusive pay-per-views of the year. I remember Cyber Sunday being great. The pay-per-view of the year in my hands, or my eyes right now, is still Survivor
I agree.
Series.
I agree.
We'll see what happens the rest of the season with 3 pay-per-views left.
Rumble,
Mania, and then we'll have a small pay-per-view, probably a 5-match pay-per-view before Mania. Will those pay-per-views be better than Survivor Series? It's got to deliver.
Jesse, we will find out, but for right now, we're logging off for the day. We've been on air for probably like 2.5 hours at this point.
Close to 3, yeah.
Yeah, close to 3 if you want to add in some production challenges we had along the way. But guys, thank you for watching. As always, we appreciate you. It was a very, very smooth pay-per-view, thick and through. We had one audio issue that we should have had covered, and we had the backup. We're learning from our mistakes, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the only thing you can do as a human being to be better, is learn from your mistakes. So we're trying, and for you guys, we'll keep on trying. I also do quickly want to thank you. It hasn't happened at this very moment, but through our trajectory, I can pretty much guarantee at this point we've hit over 1 million total views on the channel, which to me,
it's crazy.
That is absolutely mind-blowing.
We hit platinum.
We're platinum selling YouTubers officially, Jesse. So I do want to give you guys a very big thank you. I started this channel so many years ago. I want
6 years, is it now?
It's probably. That sounds about right. 2016.
I want to say 2017. Because I remember being a freshman.
We graduated 2016. 2020. So it might be 2016 October. I think that's what it was. October 2016.
Oh, okay.
That sounds about right.
So was that 7 years?
It's gonna hit 7 this October. Yeah.
That's
so
great.
6 years plus. But regardless, guys, thank you so much. If you watched one video, if you watched them all somehow, some way, because I know we dropped a lot, I appreciate every single one of you guys. We're going to continue to do Universe Mode content. I'm going to continue to do Laker content. And I also got some music dropping very soon. I keep saying it, but it's actually going to happen. And I kind of wanted to wait to hit this milestone before I do so. I don't know. It all feels right. It feels like the universe, ironically, is coming together. So, guys, thank you so much for watching, as always. Thank you if you have ever seen a video, and thank you if you're watching currently still and hearing me talk, because I've been talking for a while. Guys, thank you so much. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, join the Discord to extend the conversation past the comment section.
Ring the bells, guys. Get our new updated videos, and we will see you on
the other side of the universe. Did I
thought I was going to lead it, and then we, what's the chorus?
We're 1 million views in and we still don't know how to outro this?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
Congratulations, bro. Appreciate you.
Oh, and by the way, I'll say this before we sign out as well. With the Royal Rumble coming within the next, I think it's next weekend, we'll be doing, obviously, a reaction to Royal Rumble.
Facts.
We will be doing a prediction for WrestleMania between Christian and I. We'll put one card together. Predicting what they will do for WrestleMania.
Or giving our own
thoughts
on what they should do or could do or possibility.
That'll also be coming out with just different content other than just Universe Mode or Christian doing the Laker videos, his music. So we'll be doing some other cool videos along the way the rest of the month with the Royal Rumble being next weekend. But now we can correctly sign out, I guess. Damn.
We'll see you on the other side of the universe, ladies and gentlemen. We're out.
just goodbye.
End it.
Peace.
Adam Cole.
Yeah, I got the game all in my hand. Ooh, and yeah. Hop out with the drip and make a fan drool. You could risk it if you want, this ain't no fan duel. Yeah, I'm in a Benz cool. Yeah, stepping for the breeze.